Good morning, Bucs fans. Appreciate you tuning in for our matchup today. 11:15 pool play game. This is actually not the Thunder. We are playing Omaha. I forgot to switch that out. My bad. There's such a large logo, too. Switch that back here. We'll fix it up. We'll go live. Action inside Sidner Ice Arena again. Fremont, Nebraska. We were here yesterday against Merrimack where we defeated the Merrimack Sharks 11-0. Today we will be going against a much more difficult team, the Omaha Junior Lancers, who we started the fall season with a couple of friendlies about a month and a half ago. Some of you recall. Those were our first games. There's our nice ice arena. A little more history. Over the last year, they raised quite a bit of money to rejuvenate the arena. Midland University donated some money to partake in the enhancements and whatnot, and they took the rink from a Olympic-sized rink down to an NHL-sized rink, which explains why there's so much room here behind the benches that weren't normally there. It is a brand new sheet of ice. Also, they tore up the old and put in the new. So it's awesome. It looks a lot nicer than it has in years past for those that have been here before and remember the dark, dingy days. Those days are behind us. Referees, both teams are getting ready to go, so we're going to get some hockey. Omaha wins the faceoff, takes it in the attacking zone, pass, net. Omaha with it behind the net, loses it. Hazel there in the corner. Breakout, center ice. West Main giving chase into the corner. Jensen Walker along the half wall. Loses it, out to Hazel at the point. Shot in on the net. Deflected away, walked with the shot, blocked by the Lancers. Omaha going one-on-one through the neutral zone into the attacking zone. Takes a shot in the stomach and saved Uriah Ford. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Eli Sickles in net, not Uriah. Eli Sickles is in net today for this matchup. Puck in behind the net. Gathered Cam Hentz. Pokes it out to the end line. Over to Shizzle in front of his own bench. Taken away by a Lancer. Reckhemper in the corner. Puck is still loose. Centering pass misses wide. Clears the zone. Deacon Benning with the pressure along with Evan Burke. Benning sends it in deep behind the boards. Evan Burke giving some chase. Oh, the shot hit the post. Omaha carrying it out of the zone. Cam Hentz retrieves for the Bucs. Both teams in a change as Shizzle pressures. Kaiser and Ewing off the bench. Shot, glove save by Sickles, and a good one. The previous matchup between these two teams, Omaha won both of them 5-0. As I mentioned, it was the very first games for our team early on in the year. We've grown a lot since then, as I'm sure Omaha has too, so hoping that today's matchup is a little bit closer in our favor. Heron and Ewing along the far boards. Puck is up against the wall. And we're going to get a penalty on Ewing for a cross check. Bucs are going to go on a penalty kill. 9:15 to go. Lambert, Kaiser, Heron, and Burns are out there for the Bucs. Kaiser in the corner with it. Squirts free to the corner, gathered up by Heron, coming along the near boards in front of his own bench. Sends it in deep along the boards. Wraps it around to the far side. Omaha breakout pass too far in front for his teammate. We're going to get an icing call. What? He calls it off as he's about to touch it past the red line. There's a shot deflected by Sickles. Comes free into the corner. Backhands out to the point. Another shot high over the net. Sickles with a good blocker save over into the corner. Heron's giving chase. 30 seconds left to go on the penalty kill. Omaha sends it back in deep. Goes behind the net. Centering pass off the blocker of Sickles. Kaiser clears it to the corner. Lambert at the point. Kaiser with a good block in front of the net. Clears it out to the corner and finally clears the zone. Ewing out of the box, walked out of the bench. Teese is out there with Kaiser. Shot deflects by a Buck into the corner. Back out to the blue line, high up in the air, caught down by Kaiser. Tries to clear the zone, can't get it. Omaha on the point. Going the other way with it is Walked, has Ewing in the middle. Walked, gets a slash in front of the net, doesn't get called. Teese keeps it in, barely on the blue line. Puck up in the air. Backhand by Omaha, can't clear it. Teese with the shot towards the net, blocked by Omaha. And we're going to get an icing call. And a face-off. That was an exciting 2 minutes. Face-off down in front of the Omaha goalkeeper. Omaha with it. Clears the zone. He sends it in along the blue line. West Main there. Jensen Walker carries it in. Main to his side. Walker now in the corner with 2 or 3 Lancers. Carries it in behind the net. Backhand hits the side of the goal. Straight to our Lancer in front of his own bench. Teese with the shot. Doesn't make it through. Omaha goes through the neutral zone. Bucs change behind. Sends it in. Evan Burke with it. Loses it in the corner. Gathered up by Teese, wraps it around. Jensen Walker at the half wall. Long pass to Evan Burke, carries into the zone. Burke gets checked from behind, no call. Puck is free. Evan Burke sends the defender into the board, and we get another back check. That's a cross check from behind. Puck is still in the offensive zone, finally cleared out. Omaha sends it in behind the net. Cam Hentz there to retrieve in the corner. Shot hits the side of the net in front of the goal, misses wide to the right with the rebound. Hentz shoved up. That's a board. That's got to be. That's a board and a half there. Send him to the locker. That's high. We're going to get a major. Recall, we got a major penalty. Looks like an 8-minute, maybe an 8-minute. Checking from behind. Hentz with the shot, misses wide of the net. Loses it at the blue line. Hentz back on defense. Up to Benning. Benning in front of the net. Loses it briefly. Bucs still in front. Burke in the slots. Goes under Benning's skate. Reckhemper there. Benning's there. .35 seconds left on the power play for the Bucs. Benning keeps it in briefly. For Omaha retrieves, goes in the attacking zone. Shot blocked away by Sickles. Shizzle with it in the corner. Sends it off in front of his bench. Looks like Benning's down there. Puck comes free to Burke. Burke on a 1-on-3, takes a shot. Glove save by the goalie. And frozen. Good save by Omaha. Good shot by Evan. Opportunity there for the Bucs. 11 seconds left to go on the power play. 3:36 and some change. Ewing wings it over to Kaiser. Kaiser loses it at the blue line. There's a shot saved by Sickles. Pushed off to the right. Gathered up by Kaiser on the long rebound. Kaiser going the other way. Ewing from the top of the dots. This is wide of the net. Inadvertent offsides, neutral zone face-off. Sorry, I was listening to the scorekeeper talk to the penalty box guy about when that Omaha player can come off. Certainly in the second period. We are in 5-on-5. Heron clears the zone. Ewing there to retrieve. Ewing along the near side. Long pass to Burns. Burns gets it behind the net. Centering pass, nobody there. Bucs retreat. Long pass, Heron to Burns at center ice. Walked on it. Deep in the corner as we reach 2 minutes to go in the period. Shot blocked by Heron, sent down. There's no icing. No icing is called, okay. Minute 45 to go. These guys like to wave off icing at the very last minute. Very last second, actually. Hazel and Teese back. Walk there also. Shot never gets through by Omaha. Main in front of his bench. Puck squirts into the neutral zone, gathered by Omaha. Pass flipped up in the air to Hazel. Tries to clear the zone, going the other way with it. Has walked Main with him. Walk works his way around the defender, takes a shot, saved by the goalie. Another good opportunity for the Bucs, can't capitalize. 1:10 left to go in the period. Benning with the faceoff. Omaha wins it behind their own net. Teese tries to backhand it in front of the Omaha bench. Squirts free. Gathered up by Hazel at his own blue line. Pass works its way into the zone, but no possession. Bucs going the other way with it. Shizzle over to Benning. Puck a little too far behind. Can't control it well. 40 seconds to go. Shizzle leaves it for Burke. Up along the boards. Burke with it at center ice. Gets it taken away. There's a shot blocked by Teese. Puck loose along the Omaha boards. Pass to Burke. Omaha sends it back behind their own net. Two seconds to go. This one's going to end scoreless after one. We'll be back for the start of the second in just a minute. We're back for the second 12 minutes of this game. Scoreless still after one. Teams change directions. Some Coach Kaiser Coach Walker talking to the official. I'm not sure what they're talking about. Might be the icing call so late. Oh, overheard a little bit here. Just the checking, keep the hands down. Hands are starting to come up a little bit. Puck works its way to center ice. Official helps out the Bucs for a second. Gathered up by Reckhemper. Deflects off of Lambert. Burns with it. Ewing with it here right in front of his own bench. Gains the zone, Burns with a little bit of pressure, but no possession. Omaha clears the zone out. Reckhemper over to Hentz, back to Reckhemper, up to Ewing. Backhands it in deep. Omaha gathers behind the net. There's a shot, hits a skate in front of the net. Ewing was there. Puck goes behind him. Omaha clears the zone. Reckhemper up to Lambert. Flicks it on into the attacking zone. Burns with it now. Burns with an opportunity. Takes a shot. Hits the mask in the pit, the crossbar and goes over. Lambert with it. Ewing in the corner. Omaha comes out of it. Sends it down the boards. We're going to get an icing call. Nope, we're going to say no icing. Goes all the way up to Brody Burns on the far side. Into the dot, takes a shot deflected by a Lancer. Goes to the end boards harmlessly. Heron cross-ice pass. Finds Brody Burns. Omaha gathers behind their own end line. Sends it across the far boards. Kaiser with it at the point. Takes a shot, never gets through. Omaha really plugs up the middle of the net. Heron with a shot, low, deflected over to the far wall. Kaiser's there. Stood up by Walker. Back to Kaiser at the point. Sends it in deep into the corner. Walked with it behind the net. Wraps around and scores. Grant walked with the wraparound. Puts it in the net for the Bucs. Takes a 1-0 lead. Walk's having a heck of a tournament. It's his 5th goal. Kaiser with it. Gets taken down for his troubles. Omaha with it behind the bench. Nope, whistle blew. Whistle blew early before the goal goes in. No goal. So shot hit by Kaiser. Oh, post action. Shot blocked by Kaiser. Rebound hits the post. Goes wide. Omaha with it in the slots low in front of the net. Omaha battling with the puck. Cleared out by Kaiser. No icing. West Main there under the end line. Omaha going the other way with it through the neutral zone. Pass blocked by Kaiser. Bending over to Main. Main's pass intercepted. Shot wide of the net. Kaiser back there. Backhands it to the corner for Benning. The half wall. Burke with it through center ice. Bucs still have it into the corner. Puck in front of the bench. Omaha's going to go with it the other way. Breakaway goal. Turnover, one-on-one, breakaway. And they put it over the shoulder. And Omaha's tied this one up 1-1. $7:50 left here in the game, or excuse me, the period. I don't know how much of that score clock is coming through. It's very red and difficult to see. But 7:50 left on the clock in the second. Tied up 1-1. Evan Burke going with it. I don't know if he got tripped or if he fell down, but the puck's still down in that area. Omaha. Burke dispossesses in front of his own bench. Shot low, covered up by the goalie, by Hazel, and we're going to earn ourselves a face-off. Looks like changes for blue. Omaha's calling a play called Rocket. Shot by Hentz, blocked by Omaha. I'm guessing that was a cover-up, whatever shooter they have. Hentz at the point, takes a shot high up over the net. Reckhemper with it, sends it in. Burns tries to knock it down. Centering pass, nobody there. Puck clears the zone for an offsides. Under 7 to go here, 1-1 is our score. Goalies swapping. Puck lifted high in the air to the offensive zone. Lambert pressuring. Buckhamper can't keep it in. Hentz. Pass, Ewing. Lambert in front of the penalty box. Ewing backhands it in deep to the corner. Burns there with the back pick. Bouncing puck over Hentz's stick. Reckhemper's there with a lancer. Puck's on edge. Reckhemper with it. Up to Hentz. Nice slow pass to clear the zone. Lambert can't get a stick on it. Ewing with the shot. This is wide of the net left, followed up by his own shot. Hentz can't keep it in. Puck just hanging out in neutral. Boston with the shot on net. Bucs changing. Omaha sends it in their own bench. We'll get a face-off here at neutral ice with just over 5 minutes to go in the period. Maine backhands it, jumps over a defender's stick. Walker pressures into the corner. Wrapped all the way around to Kaiser at the point. Kaiser with the pass in deep. Walk there in the corner with 3 Lancers. Russ Maine with the big hit. Walk keeps it in. just briefly. No Bucs down there to retrieve. Plays it all the way around the net. Gathered up, back checked by Walker. Slows down the attack. Heron clears the zone to Walker. Sends it in deep around the boards to Maine. Centering pass intercepted. Burke there to retrieve. Gets his pocket picked from behind. Puck bouncing through the neutral zone. Heron there stands up his defender. Takes it behind the net. Clears the zone. Pass just out of Maine's reach. Omaha goes the other way with it. Heron bashes it into the corner with a hard shot around the back of the net. Gathered up in front of the bench. Evan Burke on a breakaway from the near side. Goes out wide. Omaha there to defend. Benning and Burke are down in the corner. Puck squirts all the way around the end. Kaiser to Shizzle. Shizzle can't control it off the board. Omaha gathers in the face-off dot, takes a shot, crosses the goal mouth. Hits the corner, bounces all the way out. Shizzle poke checks away at mid-ice. Benning pressuring into the offensive zone. Puck is still loose. Omaha is going to play it down for an icing. 3:03 left to go in the second. Tied 1-1. Hazel from the point, blocked by a defender in front of the net, never got through. Puck's in the corner. Teese with it, tries to backhand it out. Taken away by Omaha. Centering pass doesn't connect. Lambert back to Hazel. Hazel with the long diagonal to Boston. Carries in the zone briefly before cleared out. Teese cross ice pass to Hazel. Omaha gains the zone. Pass doesn't find a target. Hazel clears it out. Going to call an icing and we're going to wave it off. Deflected by a Lancer. Teese with the nifty little stop skate. Boston Ewing with the shot from the dots. Glove save by Omaha. Covered up. Under 2 minutes to go here in the period. Face-off coming to the right of the Omaha goalie. My left side here. Gets out to Cam Hentz at the point. Cam with the low shot, backhand. Covered up, eaten up, by the Lancers, and we'll get another face-off. Back to walk. Hentz with the shot. We'll call that a long pass behind the net. Maine with it, backhands it to the center. No one there. Lancers breaking out through the neutral zone. Shot saved by Uriah up against the near post. And frozen. .131 left here in the second period. Tied 1-1. We got an icing call here. go the other way. Not too much time taken off the clock. Lancers win the face-off. Shot goes wide of the net into the corner. Cam Hentz there. Omaha retrieves behind the net. Reckhemper with it now along the near boards. Tries to clear it out. Puck is in front of the bench. Walked back behind his net over to Hentz. So shot goes behind the net. Under a minute to go here. Puck in front of the Omaha bench. Reckhemper. Walk carries it. Tries a long pass, clears the zone. Intercepted by Omaha. Hentz comes in. Separates the puck from the player. Walk takes a hit. Hentz gets taken off the puck. Starting to get physical here. 25 seconds to go in the period. Long diagonal pass. West Main there to pressure. Reckhemper gets it at the point. Sends it in deep. Omaha with it. Under 10 to go. Plays it out to Hentz at center ice. Hentz flicks it high up into the air. We're going to end this period as we started, tied, this time at ones. Third period should be an exciting one. We'll come back for the final 12 in just a minute. Back for the start of the third period. All tied up. 1-1 in this pool play game. Omaha gathers the puck behind their own net. Kaiser keeps it in at the point. Sends it in deep behind the net. Puck still in the zone. Shizzle with it in front of the Omaha bench. Puck goes free. Omaha going the other way with it. Shot blocked by Heron. Rebound attempt blocked by Heron. Puck still with Omaha behind the net. Burke and Heron there. Puck goes along the half wall for Benning. Kaiser Evan Burke with it. Going on a breakaway here for Evan. Tries the backhand, can't get it. Sorry, I didn't go two cam on that one. I didn't set up the camera yet. Heron dispossesses as the Omaha player reaches the offensive zone. Burke loses it at the point. Benning slows down his attacker for Hazel to get out. Benning loses his skate just enough to slow it down, allow the Bucs to retrieve. Shot, glove saved by Sickles, and frozen up. Puck into the corner and shot on by Omaha, covered up by Sickles. Listen into the Omaha coaches. Sounds like they're preaching the rebound, shot and a rebound. Eli's giving up some little baby hops before he can cover it up, hoping to capitalize on it. Puck goes into the offensive zone, no icing. Omaha back to retrieve. Burns is there. Puck up against the boards. Lambert there to help. 4 of the 5 Lancers were in that corner. Puck squirts in front of the crease before it's gathered up by Omaha. Diagonal pass gets under Burns' stick. Bucs have to clear the zone. Burns sends it back to Hazel. Hazel's going to carry it in through the zone. All the way into the other corner. Puck is loose in front of the Omaha bench. Ewing can't keep it in. Getting offsides. While we have a little break in the action, my daughter Scarlett would like to have me tell this joke for you. What is a hockey player's favorite part of a birthday party? The icing on the cake. That's a good one, Scarlett. Icing in hockey and cake is delicious. So, thank you for Scarlett's joke of the day. We'll have another one probably next game. Back to the action on the ice. Omaha with the shot blocked by Hentz. Puck is still loose. Henson dispossesses. And we're going to get, looks like the net came off the markers there. Referee on top of it. Shot blocked in front of the net by Walk. Backhand to Maine. Sends it into the offensive zone. Fluttered away. Just as I switch to the 2 Cam, Omaha gets possession. Cam Hentz on the defensive end. Hentz with it behind his own net, brings it out. Flicked on, not out of the zone. A lot of Bucs fans disagree with that referee call. Shot saved by Sickles and covered up. Earns a face-off. Just under 8 minutes to go in the game. Shot amongst a bunch of bodies. Backhand. Heron flicks it wide before he gets to Sickles. Benning out to the point. Shot misses well wide. Goes into the corner. Kaiser chips it on. Benning gets a stick on it. Shizzle backhands it out of the zone. Omaha plays the puck across the ice. Backhands it in deep for Kaiser. Kaiser with it. Backhands to the half wall. It's be Shizzle over to Benning. Kaiser with the shot. Backhands in. Shizzle tries to put it in. Little backhand attempt by Burke. Covered up by the goalie. Shizzle there for the rebound that never came. Burns, Lambert, Ewing out with Heron and Kaiser. A little over 7 minutes to go in the game. Heron sends it in deep before it's deflected by a Lancer. Kaiser over. Shot hits the Lancer. Ewing with it. Dribbles through a couple guys. Lambert with it. Shot low, goal! No, covered up. Just got enough of the pad on it to slow it down. Kaiser over to Heron, can't control it. Heron clears the zone. We got an offsides call. 6:30 to go here in the period. Teese and Hazel on the ice for defense. Forwards are still the same. Burns, Ewing, Lambert. Cole sends it in slowly around the boards before it's gathered by Omaha. Puck in front of the Omaha bench. Teese backhands it. A little pass to Ewing. Sends it in to the end line where it's gathered by the Lancer. Lambert, backhand by Boston, intercepted by Lancer. Teese with it. Little shot deflected in by Burns below the end line. There's a shot by Hazel, misses wide of the net. Teese is there, in between the face-off dots. Deflects over to Burns. Burns back to Hazel. Hazel's shot hits a Lancer in the helmet. Teese tries to control it. It's pestered and passes it. I don't know. Omaha player hit it off his stick and it eked over to Sickles where he covered it up. Henson Raykemper on the ice along with Maine, Walked, and Walker. Walker clears the zone, hits a Lancer in the skate. Omaha going through the neutral zone. One-on-one here, coast to coast. Gets taken out by Hentz right in front of the net. Oh, no. Lancer centering pass. Shot from in between the face-off circles right over the blocker of Sickles. And Omaha takes a 2-1 lead with 4:54 left in the period. Just out of position for the Bucs. Too many in a corner, left one guy open a little too long and made us pay. Still plenty of time to get one. Shot high up into the net. We'll get a penalty. Face-off. Looks like the goal scored on a face-off. I apologize. I was looking away. Looks like a face-off loss in front of the net. I probably could have replayed it and shown it. 2 goals in 20 seconds here. Puts Omaha up 3-1. Heron blocks the shot at the blue line. There's a shot covered up by Sickles. Another face-off battle. Ewing wins this one to Lambert. Lambert flicks it ahead. Burns gives chase. Omaha clears it off of Everett. Kaiser. Heron there to retrieve. Sends it hard along the boards. Flicked out to Burns. Burns pushed up against the boards. Ewing comes in. Cleans house. Kaiser sends it in deep, no ice. Heron keeps it in at the point. Low shot intercepted by the Lancers. Ewing with it. Pestered from behind by a Lancer. 3.5 to go. We're going to have coincidentals, it looks like. Burns and Lancer. Let's see what the see what they put up here. Here we're getting an explanation. What was the incidentals on? Thank you. Looks like we have coincidental roughings. Burns and the Lancer. And then another one, a hooking on Burns. Lambert's going to serve it. So we're going to go 5-on-4 for 90. 3:20 left. Back to action on the ice. Hentz walked, Reckamper and Walker. Hentz tries to clear it. We got a delayed penalty call. We're going to get a retaliation. And we got 3 guys in the box here. We'll pan down for you. Hence Lambert, Burns. We're going to get retaliation. And Luna's going to get a high stick here. I don't know what it was. A checking. There's a shot in on net, covered up by Sickles. Under 3 to go. So Aiden Lambert is going to come off at the expiration of the time. As the puck exits the zone here with 2:45. Omaha with it behind their own net. Walks, carries it into his own end. Over to Heron. Heron clears out of the zone. Omaha lazy pass intercepted by Walks. Walk carries it into the zone, takes a shot, misses wide of the net, blocked away, and the net comes off its stand. Referee blows it. So we're back to 5-on-5. Face off in front of the Omaha net. We have Ewing, Burns, Teese, Hazel, and Lambert. Just came out of the box, so they should be fresh. Ewing wins the faceoff back to Teese at the point. There's a shot by Boston, blockered away. Lambert to Hazel. Never gets through, defended by the Lancers, going through the other way. Held up in between the dots. Gathered up by Burns up to Lambert. Lambert loses it at the blue line. Pass across to Teese. 1:10 left to go. Teese's pass knocked away. Recovered by Hazel. Cole clears it out. Long diagonal. Burns gives chase. Lambert up along the far boards. Ewing with it. The shot on net goes net behind. Kaiser from the left of the face-off circle goes across the goal mouth. Puck back to Heron. Heron with the snapshot. Deflection! Heron with the goal from the point. Knocked down by a Lancer. Into the net. We have 3-2. We have a timeout by the Bucs with 39 seconds to go, trailing 3-2. Nine. No, it was 9. He doesn't like to untuck his jersey. All right, it's 3-2 here. 39.3 seconds to go. Bucs trail 3-2. 5-on-5 hockey. Bucs have pulled the goalie. We got an extra skater on the ice. So it'll be 6-on-5. Omaha. Kaiser flicks it up to Walks, kicked in by Ewing. Puck is loose in the corner. Omaha's going to tie it up in the corner. That's all they're going to do. They're going to fall on it. Ewing with it. Squirts out in front of the net. Puck is cleared out. We got an icing call. 12 seconds to go. Face off. Here comes excitement. I don't want to miss a goal. Omaha wins the draw, takes it into the corner behind their own net, and they're not going to give this one up. Brett Kemper there. Heron tries to dispossess, and we're going to get more action after the whistle against this Omaha team. We're going to see what happens here. We'll stick with it. For now, Omaha takes this one 3-2. Referees are discussing. We'll keep it. We won't keep it here any longer than we have to. Teams are getting off the bench. I'll set up. I'll try and get a recap here from the scorekeeper when this is over and see what happens. Thanks for watching today. Our next game's at 9 o'clock tonight. Baxter against Sioux Falls. I hope you tune in for that after you've we'll just see you all tonight, 9 o'clock, Baxter Arena.